Hey there, Alexa here. So today we're talking about honest advice that I would give to a new YouTuber trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. I'm going to give you my advice based on what I have done, what I have learned along my journey, and how I have reached success rather quickly and why I think that is. Okay, so let's just jump right in. Number one is you need to keep in your mind that if you're going to do YouTube, that it is a marathon and it is not a sprint. It is a long journey. It is something you will want to commit to for at least a year to get it going. So it might happen sooner than that, and you could be joyful of that. But I want to encourage you to have in your head an expectation that it might take a year or longer to get to that monetization point or to grow your channel. For me, it took 10 weeks to get monetized. But it doesn't take that time for everyone because everyone's different and everyone has certain skills that they excel at and the skills they need to work on. So just to keep in mind, number one is that it's a marathon, not a sprint. If it happens earlier than the marathon, if you run half the marathon and you start to become successful, awesome. But don't expect it to be instantaneous or overnight. So do not pay attention to all these channels that are like monetized in 3 days or overnight success on YouTube. That is rare. That is not the norm. And I would rather you go in thinking it's going to take a year and it only takes 6 months than go in thinking it's going to take 3 days and it takes 6 months, right? So I want you to have the right mindset so that you don't burn out and you don't get frustrated and leave YouTube, because I do think YouTube is a beautiful platform for achieving your goals, for building a dream life you love, for living your passion and making a profit from it. So I do think it is an incredible platform for that purpose. So just keep in mind, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You might get there sooner, awesome, but it might not happen. Number two, pick a topic you are obsessed about, something you love learning about, something you love teaching, something you love sharing, something you are good at, you have advice on, proficient in it, that you have an ability to teach what you know. It doesn't necessarily have to be, if you think educational, it could be entertainment as well. Your skill could be, you're a comedian, and you're very good at making people laugh. That could be a skill too. I'm not just speaking about education. Entertainment is a big part of YouTube. So if you fall into the entertainment category, by all means, go in that direction. But when I'm saying skills, I just mean what is your superpower? What makes you unique? And focus on that and make sure it is something that you could stick with for a year and that you could do 12 videos on at least. If you have a subject matter that you're interested in doing, but you can't think of more than 10 videos, it's probably not a subject matter that interests you enough or you know enough about. Let's say you have a niche idea and it's like, I want to be a painter, an acrylic painter on YouTube, and I want to teach people how to paint. Okay, great. Could you make a list? Could you right now give a list of 50 ideas of videos you could do? Yes, I could. You could buy the paints. You could get the right brushes. I could do a video on brushes. I could do a video on painting. I could do a video on canvas, how to make your canvas. I could do a video on how to set up the canvas before you paint it. I could talk about lighting in the room to make sure that you can see your paints and the color accurately. I could talk about mixing paints. If you're coming to me with that energy, like, yes, oh my God, I got all these ideas. I'm so excited. I have like so many ideas. I don't even know where to start. That is something you're passionate about. That is something you are excited about and that you should teach or share on YouTube. If you come to me and you're like, yeah, I have this idea. I want to be someone that puts subwoofers in cars. And I'm like, okay, so could you make some videos on that? Actually, I don't know how to do it. Okay, so do you want to learn about it? Well, I don't really like cars or, fixing things. So, obviously that wouldn't be it. But that's an extreme example. But that's what I mean. Like if you come to me and you're like, you're thinking like, oh, I want to be a travel vlog. And I'm like, okay, so do you have video ideas? Where do you want to travel? I don't have any money to travel. Okay, well, do you want to do like travel on a budget? No, I just want to make lots of money. And I heard that the travel industry makes good money on ads. And it's like, okay, but if you're doing it for the money and you know nothing about it, it's going to be a very long journey. So pick something you know something about, you're passionate about, and you love, like you sincerely love it in your soul. That is the point. Like YouTube is a place where you can live your passion and you can express it and you can share it with others that are like-minded that also have that passion. So it kind of elevates your passion even more when you can share it with people that are also like passionate about that as well. So avoid doing anything just for the money, or I would just say soulless reasons, because it's never going to work out. You're going to burn out. You're going to get bored. When it's not That's the thing. When it's not working and it's something your soul and your heart and soul aren't in, it's not going to get you over that hump of failure, right? If you're failing and you're passionate about it, it will be easier to get over those hurdles of no one watching your videos for a time than if you weren't passionate about it. Because it will keep you, that flame will be alive in your belly. Like, I know people need this. I know I can do this. I see other people doing this. I love this topic. And you'll be able to push yourself and do better each time. So that's why it's really important to pick something you love and you're passionate about. Proficient in is really important as well, or the desire to become proficient in it by sharing other people's knowledge. So you could be a knowledge broker or a knowledge reporter where you're gaining knowledge from someone else and you're sharing that knowledge that you are learning on the YouTube platform. Number 3, and this is, these are not in any particular order. This is just in my head order. But this one I would say is the most important. I just met with such a brilliant woman last night on a call, and she has a PhD. She is so intelligent. The information she is presenting is so valuable, but she's coming across robotic. She's coming across in a very academic way, and she's trying to reach, everyday people. And so there's a disconnect between what the information she's trying to get to someone and them receiving it, because there's this facade of being too mechanical in her delivery of the information. Watching her videos was like reading a textbook. I don't need someone to read a textbook to me. I need someone I can relate to. I need someone that I feel like can help me, that cares about me, that wants to help me rise up and get me over the hump of my problem, or teach me things, or grow with me. So it's really important is to be authentic and to be you. I understand if getting on camera makes you nervous, if it feels uncomfortable at first, you will get more comfortable with it over time. And that is just a skill you need to learn if you want to be on YouTube and you want to do talking head, which is this, or like talking to the camera type style videos. If you want to do faceless videos, then you don't have to worry about if you aren't appearing natural. But in general, I would say that it's really important to be authentic and be 100% you. I would even say, if you are uncomfortable on camera, it'd be like, you could come to your video and be like, I've been a teacher for 20 years and this is my first time teaching this material online, and I'm really nervous about it, you guys. Please excuse any mishaps or anything like that. Okay, let's get started. So that way you're already priming them, you're letting them know that you're being vulnerable, you're showing up even though it's hard, and you really want to get this information to them. That shows them that you care. You're like, I know I'm kind of awkward on camera, but I really want you guys to have this information. I think it's really important and I think it'll help you grow. So let's do this, and please excuse any mishaps. Say something like that, and then that automatically will relax you, and it will also relax the viewer to be a little bit more forgiving of any kind of stiffness or awkwardness that you have. And they might actually find it endearing because you are trying so hard to help them for free. Remember, YouTube is free. People can watch YouTube for free and get the information for free from you. So I think they will appreciate that. So definitely show up as yourself. Do not try to be anything else. For example, for me, my channel is all about new YouTuber growth and growing on YouTube. I am sharing the wisdom I am learning from my teachers, my coaches, and the courses that I'm in with people to help them grow, while I also grow my channel. I have grown relatively quickly, and now I have a little more experience, and I can help people get to the point where I am, but I am by no means a master YouTuber, and I don't present myself that way. I don't make a video on how to get to 4,000 subscribers in 3 days when you have 5 subscribers. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be connected. It needs to be real. It needs to be accurate. You need to be presenting things you know about or that you are learning about, and you are sharing that knowledge. But do not pretend to be something you're not, because 1, it'll be obvious. 2, you won't feel good. You'll start to feel like an imposter. Be yourself. Be 100% yourself. Tip number 4 is along the same lines. Not only do you want to be honest with your viewers, you want to be honest with yourself as well. If you are getting low views and low subscribers, if it's the beginning, that's normal. But if it's happening for like 6 months and you're still not getting subscribers, you're still not getting views, you need to be able to critically, in a constructive way, look at yourself and say, okay, if I look at another YouTuber that's doing a little bit better than me, what are they doing differently? Like, why are they succeeding and I'm not? They started the same time I did, right? And you can watch their videos and you can be like, okay, They're a little bit more fun on camera. Maybe the information they're giving is a little bit more organized than mine. I tend to ramble. Maybe I need to work on my rambling and create an outline. Their B-roll is really good. Start to really analyze where you are lacking and what is holding you back, and learn that skill. Find ways to learn that skill. If it's public speaking, if it's expressing yourself, maybe you're not very good at expressing yourself, take courses on storytelling or public speaking, or read books on it. You'll be amazed at how quickly you can learn these skills once you know basic tips on how to do something. Like, you could try to, let's say you saw someone Dancing with the Stars and they're doing the tango and you're like, oh, that doesn't look so hard. You go this way, you go that way. And then you go and you try and do it with a professional tango dancer and you're like stumbling all over yourself. And you could try to keep going, like imagine they were like mute and they didn't talk to you. And you could try to keep doing it and try to catch up, but you're going to be fumbling because you're like, in it, you're trying to move, you're trying to do it, you're trying to look at them, you're trying to look at your feet, or trying not to look at your feet, you're trying to move your feet, you're trying to know where your arms are, how stiff you need to be, all of those things. But they could say one thing to you, right? Because they have this knowledge, they've been dancing for 20 years. Within minutes, you would have improved dramatically, right? I want you to think about it like, when you see a skill that you're lacking in, don't look at it as like this hill that you'll never get up. You will be amazed at how quickly you can overcome these things, how you can grow into these things. Once you have the knowledge of how to do it better, then you can grow really fast. I think that's really important to have a critical eye on your own channel and look at, okay, why is that channel working and mine not? And then not in a way that's like, oh, why are they so awesome and I suck? Looking at them and being like, what can I learn from them? What am I doing differently? Okay. Or looking at your own videos, seeing videos that worked and ones that didn't work. Why did that one work? What was different about it? Was it the title? Was it the thumbnail? Was it your way of approaching it? Maybe you had a script for that one and you had an outline for another one. And the one with the outline actually did better because you were talking more to the camera and you weren't like reading like back and forth, right? So I think that just paying attention to what is working for your own channel, but also to pay attention to what is working for other people that are a little bit further ahead of you, that aren't like massively ahead of you. Like, don't look at Mr. Beast, because Mr. Beast has been doing this for years. He also has a whole team behind him. It's a very different ball game. But look at another person that has, maybe if you have like 10 subscribers, someone that has 100 or 200 or 500 or 1,000, and look at what they're doing and write these ideas down. You can't do them all at once, but find something that you think is the biggest game changer. So if I'm saying authenticity is like the number one thing to focus on, you're going to want to focus on how to show up on camera in an authentic way and not feel uncomfortable or awkward. That would be the number one thing I would focus on, because that is the face of your channel. That is going to be your brand if it's a talking head. So and you're the one supplying the information. So we want to learn from someone that is alive, that is fun, that is energizing, that is encouraging, that is inspiring, and all of those things. So definitely keep that in mind. So that's number 4, would be to be critical of yourself in a constructive way so that you can move forward faster. And another thing about moving forward faster is you have to start. If you don't start, you're also putting off your success. So let's say it takes, on average, 1.5 years to get monetized on YouTube. I think it's a year and some months, based on some data from vidIQ. I don't know if it's been updated, but the last report I read was like a little over a year. So let's imagine it takes a little over a year to get monetized on YouTube. If you start right now and go, then this time next year you will have been monetized. If you put it off 3 months, then you've put off the monetization 3 more months. That's 3 months you could have been making income from YouTube ads. You put it off 6 months. You put it off a year. That's a whole nother year that you've lost that could have been monetized, right? So the longer you put it off, the longer you're putting off your success, because your success starts when you start on YouTube. That is a success. Getting on YouTube and starting your channel and posting videos, that is where the success starts, because that's getting the ball rolling. And if you don't get the ball rolling, you'll never reach your goals. That would be tip number 5, would be just start. And once you start, I want you to know that your numbers will fluctuate. They might be a slow start in the beginning. Then maybe you have one video that kind of skyrockets a little bit for your channel and it gets like hundreds of views, and you have been getting like 10 views on videos, and you get one that has hundreds of views, and then you get maybe like 10 subscribers or 20 subscribers that week, and then the next week you go back to what you had before, like 5 views, 1 subscriber, no subscribers, something like that. Don't let that discourage you. Okay, I'm going to show you right now on the screen my monetization journey. You will see that the numbers are fluctuating. The number of subscribers, the number of impressions, everything is going up and down. It almost feels cyclical. Like it goes up for a while, then it drops back down again. Then it goes up for a while, then it drops back down again. But over the long haul, it is still going up. So don't get discouraged when the numbers go up and down. They will go up and down. It will be a roller coaster ride. And I want you to keep a track of your numbers so that you can see over the long run how you have improved. But I don't want you to get so obsessed in the short term of like, oh my gosh, last week I had 500 subscribers, this week I have 100. What is going on? I must have done something wrong. I've ruined it all. It's over. I must get off YouTube. Like, don't, no, it's not over. It's just fluctuating. The numbers will fluctuate. It happens to everyone. It is not abnormal. It is normal. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And the last thing I want to say is that it just takes one. It takes one video, you guys, one video to skyrocket your channel. One video that skyrocketed my channel happened around week 8. And then I got monetized by week 10. And when I hit the, I wish I had been tracking watch time hours, but when I hit week 8, I had hundreds. And by week 10, I had surpassed 4,000 watch hours. So it just takes one. And I grew by, I don't remember exactly anymore, like 3,000 or something subscribers in 2 weeks. It was insane. So, it can happen very quickly when you get that one golden video. And like once you have that one, then everything changes, because then your content is getting pushed out to more people are aware of your content, more people are sharing your content, and they start to pass it out to their friends, and it spreads very quickly after that. So just remember that it just takes one to really change your channel dramatically, and your life can change. And that is a beautiful thing about YouTube. Like the trajectory of your life could dramatically, I love that word, dramatically, could dramatically change when you get on YouTube if you are consistent. Oh, sorry, I need to add one more tip, and that would be consistent. You need to be consistent. You need to post videos every week. If you decide you're going to post one video a week, stick with one video a week and post one video a week. However, if you can do a video a week or 3 videos a week, even, I think 3 videos a week is the sweet spot. If you can do it. If you cannot do it and sustain it, then don't do it. But if you can manage 3 videos a week, that seems to be a really great sweet spot for growing your channel more rapidly. And here's why. Number 1, you will learn a lot faster about your videos the more you post. So the more videos you have, the more catalog of videos you have in your YouTube channel, the more data you will have to analyze of your videos. My recommendation is, if you can do 3 videos a week, do 3 videos a week, because you will learn so much. And if you constantly strive to improve for each video, think of how much faster that will happen if you're doing 3 videos a week versus 1 video a week. That is 36 videos a year versus 12 videos a year. That's a big difference. And the learning curve from 12 videos versus 36 videos is tripled, right? So I recommend, if you can do 3 videos a week, do 3 videos a week. And the biggest thing, I think, is to walk your talk. So I guess that would be the last bit of advice for you. If you are saying in your channel, this is how you do an acrylic painting. You start with this, and you start with this, and then you create this, right? Are you doing that yourself? Is that how you do acrylic painting, right? So if you're not walking your talk, if you say, these are the 3 steps to succeed at your personal finances, but you're not doing those 3 steps yourself, it's not accurate. It's false. It's like you're telling people what to do, but you're not actually doing it yourself. It's like, don't say what you want people to do what you want people to do. Show them that you are doing that. Now, I understand if that's a beginner process and you're at the advanced process, that's fine. But the fact that you started at that process at one point in time and you did do those 3 steps for personal finance, but now your personal finances have taken off and you're at this level, then then I understand that you're not doing that same process anymore, but you did do it at one point in time. So I think it is really important to practice what you preach, or to have practiced what you preached, and it got you to this point that the people that are following you want to get to that point. Okay? There you go. That's my advice for you if you want to get started on YouTube and you want to get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch time hours. Overall, be yourself and have fun. Definitely have fun. If you're not having fun, it's going to show, and you want to have fun. People come to YouTube to be entertained, to learn things, and to feel positive energy. They don't want to come to you and see you all glum and down in the dumps. So definitely come with an energy that is caring, helpful, and really wanting people to succeed or get over whatever problem they are facing via your knowledge and your wisdom. Okay? I wish you the best of luck. If you want any help with this, definitely reach out to me. I offer one-on-one coaching. Also, I have a Skool membership as well, so you can click on the link below to check that out if that sounds interesting to you, because you would be surrounded by a community of people who are also wanting to grow their YouTube channels. So just having that energy around you and that support when things are going down is beautiful, and will help lift you up and keep you motivated to keep going with your channel in those moments when it feels like no one's watching, because those times will come, and we can help, all of us together can help you get over that and encourage you to keep going. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.